Hey guys, I'm Amanda Bisk and welcome to my channel. Well, yesterday I actually asked you guys on my Instagram page what topic you wanted me to talk about. And one of the major things that kept popping up in my comments feed was how do you find the motivation to consistently work out and how do you get better results from that consistency. So I thought I would do this video to tell you my top 4 tips to getting the consistency, getting the results, and also having the motivation to keep on top of your workouts and work towards those fitness goals of yours. So here it is. So before I give you my 4 tips, let's go over quickly about consistency and fitness. Now, I see it all the time. Things pop up on YouTube, on Instagram, in magazines, in ads about quick fixes with fitness. Now, if you guys have been following me for a while, you'll know that I'm completely not about quick fixes. I'm about putting in the hard work and really building your fitness from the inside out. So getting firstly that internal passion, that internal drive to really care about the steps you're taking towards getting your fitness goals. So of course, consistency is always going to play a key in this. So if you think about anything, the more you're doing things day in, day out, really working, really, going over the skills you might be learning, really going over the steps you need to take every single day to achieve something. If you're doing that every single day, you're going to have way more of an opportunity to achieve what you want. Whereas if you just sporadically, randomly, one day work on a skill and a task, and then 5 days later you work on it again, and then 8 days later you work on it again, it's so hard to really get consistent steps towards your goal. You end up almost, taking 1 step forward and then 6 steps back, rather than consistently every day taking 1 step forward as you keep working towards your goal. So that being said, consistency is all well and good, but we need the motivation to keep consistent, right? So if you're doing something day in, day out, you need to internally have that motivation to be able to wake up and go, all right, I'm doing my workout, or hey, let's work on this really hard skill that I can't do, but I'm so super motivated, I'm going to try and work towards it anyway. So motivation is always key, and people always ask me, do you need to work on motivation, or is it something that you're just born with and you're just motivated to do everything? I actually think motivation is something you can work towards, and the 4 tips I'm going to share with you is what is really going to help you find, number 1, motivation. That will, number 2, eventually help you find consistency in your fitness. And then number 3, with that consistency, you're going to get the results that you're looking for. So let's kick it off with my first tip. Now, this is something I'm so passionate about, and this is finding a form of fitness, a form of being active that you really, really love. Now, people always think that, I need to hit the gym every single day and do 100 bench presses or 100 squats on the squat rack to get fit, or I need to go on a 10K run every single day to get fit. And that's not the case. Yes, people are successful hitting the gym every day or going for a run every day, but remember, we're all different. So you need to find a form of fitness that you're going to love doing, because if you don't love it, truthfully, you're not going to do it. So a super important key is to find that, and the way to do that is to experiment with all different types of fitness. So for me personally, my fitness routine actually changes all the time. So usually every 3 months, it changes with the season. So Right now we're in winter. I love doing indoor stuff. So I do adult gymnastics, I do home workouts from home, and then occasionally I might try and go for a sprint session down at the park, or of course walking my dogs as well. So those are the kind of things I do in winter. Whereas in summer, the weather is so beautiful outside. I love being outside, doing sprint training. I love going for a swim, for a surf, for a bike ride, doing outdoor classes. Those are kind of my things. So it changes from season to season. And this is what I really want you to remember with this point is, yes, you might find a boxing class that you love and you're like, oh my gosh, this class is awesome. I'm going to do it all the time. And you know, for 3 months you do it every single day, but also be open to the fact that your passion and motivation for boxing, for example, can change, and that's completely normal. And it's up to you to be able to find another form of fitness or working out that you're passionate about as well. So guys, tip number 1, find your passion and your love in fitness, and remember that it's not a box. So don't feel like you're boxed into doing one specific type of activity. Find what you love, and that is where you're going to find the motivation to get up every day and be like, yes, I love that boxing class, I'm going to do that. Or yes, I'm going to go for a 10K run. Or yes, I'm going to work on my strength in the gym. Find that and you're going to find your motivation. All right, moving on to number 2, and this is discipline. So like I mentioned before, I feel like motivation can definitely be learned by people, and this is by incorporating these steps that I'm sharing with you now. Now, discipline is also something that can be learned. Yes, some people are born with more discipline than others, but people are so malleable. We're so open to different stimuluses around the world, around each other, in our environments. I think it is something you can definitely learn. Now, discipline is the key to finding your consistency, because if you're disciplined, you are going to wake up in the morning and you're going to do that workout or do that run, even though you might not 100% be motivated or passionate to do it. So discipline is all about really being realistic with yourself. So telling yourself, okay, look, now I really want to work on my endurance. I want to get better at running 10 kilometers. And deep down, you know that you need to do running and you need to do that consistently. So being honest with yourself, you look back and go, all right, I'm going to have to try and run, as many times as I can this week. So let's lock in some days that I'm going to run. Now, every second day might be a great place to start for you. So you might be going, okay, so on day 1, I'm going to try and run 5Ks. On the second day, I'm going to have a rest day. I'm going to have a bit of a stretch, recover my body. On the third day, I'm going to run 6Ks, see how I go, and so on and so forth. So a great way of creating discipline is organizing your week ahead. And this is something I love to do on a Sunday. So I really try and keep weekends to myself, have a little bit of fun, be a bit more relaxed with my fitness and with my eating and things like that. And then Sunday night, I'll look ahead for the week and I'll plan out what I want to do. So I might be like, okay, I want to do at least 3 strength sessions with weights. I want to go to gymnastics twice and I want to do 1 run. And I'll look at my week ahead and I make sure I find time for those things throughout the week. This is how you're going to build your discipline. If you're organizing and scheduling in your workout routine, you're making commitments to yourself. So you're finding the discipline to not only find time for those things, but to also commit to those things. Because once they're written down, you need to be honest with yourself. Remember, you need to be honest and go, okay, if I want to achieve this, I have to make these steps this week. Build your discipline, guys. It's really important. All right, moving on to step or tip number 3, and this is a contingency plan or a backup plan. So it's all well and good, you've found the thing that you love, you have the discipline to be doing it every single day. But truthfully, life gets in the way. All sorts of things happen. It starts raining, so you can't run outside, or the group exercise class you want to do at the gym is cancelled and now you can't go anymore, or you've planned to go for a walk with a friend and then they call you and they say they can't go. So life throws all different things at us. So I think it's really important, not only in your fitness, but also in every aspect of your life, to have a contingency plan and to know that everything isn't always going to go to plan, and that's okay. So find backup plans, find backup tips, find backup techniques that you can always turn to when things go wrong. Now, a great example of this is something that I do. So for me, I love going to the park and going for a run and taking my dogs. They run around while I train. It's something that I really enjoy to do, and it's something that keeps me motivated and keeps me consistent. Now, like I mentioned, we're in winter right now here in Australia, and over the last week, we've had horrific weather. It has been raining every single day, blowing a gale, wind everywhere. Like, it's just horrible to go outside. So my backup plan has always been to have a set of workouts that I can do at home. Now, I've got a few different pieces of equipment. I have a couple of dumbbells, some booty bands. I have a door chin-up bar. So I've got all these things to use if I can't go run outside. So I stay inside, I'm nice and warm, I can do my workouts. So I think this is an important thing for you guys to understand, is that your contingency plan or your backup plan is essential. You need to have something. So whether that's a collection of home workouts that you can do, maybe an app that you can download, for example, Fresh Body Fit Mind, with lots of indoor workouts that you can do from home. Maybe it's a friend that you call up and you know that they're always going to be really keen to do a walk with you. So if you're like, oh my God, I really don't want to go for a run, I don't want to go for a walk. Hey, I better call my mate who's always keen for a walk, and I'll be like, I'm struggling, I can't get out of the house, will you come and do a walk with me? So find backup workouts, activities, backup ideas that you can incorporate into your week, just in case your perfect week doesn't go to plan. All right, coming up to my very last tip, and this is something that really affects your results. All right, so what are you doing for the other 23 hours of the day that you're not working out? So it's all well and good. You found what you love. You found your discipline. So you're doing your workouts. You found your contingency plan. You've got your backup workouts if things don't go to plan. But what are you doing when you're not working out, when you're not working towards that fitness goal? This is just as important as the half an hour or the 1 hour you spend every day training. 23 hours a day builds up. Over 2 days, you've got 46 hours. So are you supporting your fitness goals with what you're doing during that time? Are you nourishing your body and eating well? Are you getting enough sleep? Are you managing your stress? Are you working on your physical recovery? Are you stretching? Are you getting a massage? Are you doing meditation so you're mentally healthy as well? So what are you doing during that time that's really going to support not only your results, but also support the longevity of your fitness? We all want to find that consistent fitness routine, and that's really about creating this lifestyle that supports everything that we're working towards. All right, so there you have it, guys. My 4 tips to really building a consistent fitness routine and finding the motivation to be able to work out every single day. I really hope those tips are going to come in handy. Remember, consistency is key, and to get that consistency, you need that motivation. So use the 4 tips I've shared with you. Try and incorporate them into your day-to-day life, and hopefully you're going to be getting a little bit closer to those results that you are working towards. The other thing I want to share with you is, guys, it takes time, all right? So don't feel like you need to get these incredible results overnight. It takes time. You need to fall in love with the process. You need to fall in love with taking those small little baby steps every single day, making those small little achievements. Because really, at the end of the day, there is no end point. Like, if you're working to achieve something, and once you've achieved that, it's not like you're going to sit down, pack up your bags, get out of here, and you're not working towards anything. You will always be working towards something. So it's really important to fall in love with the journey. So I'm going to leave you with that, guys. I hope that gave you a little bit of clarity. If you loved that and you want to see more videos from me, make sure you subscribe below. I'm really going to try and keep this consistent and try and post as many YouTubes for you as I can. Let me know what you think below. If you have any other topics that you want me to talk about, comment them as well. Apart from that, thank you so much for joining me, and I'm going to see you next time.